the US would have a lasting impression upon me. I hadn't known poverty like that. I hadn't known injustices like what I saw there. So I would live there for 6 years. I'd graduate from high school, and a few days or so after graduating from high school in 1991, I was back here in the United Kingdom because this is where I wanted to study. This is where I wanted to qualify. Um, but I didn't have, and we didn't have the internet. Now, today I was Googling how to bleed the radiator. The internet was not as prevalent as it is today. One couldn't Google where do I find to go to get a loan funding to do, to qualify as a solicitor or to do, as it is now, the solicitor's qualifying exam. But of course, it was the legal practice course before that. So, and I didn't have those networks, those family networks, those social networks to be able to ask those questions. They weren't there for me. So I basically had to guess my way and find my way through lots of things. I applied to university, but I couldn't get into university because my American qualification at that time was not recognised. So I had to go back and do an access to higher qualification. And through speaking to people, I then got to learn different things. And I did that part-time for 2 years. And when I finished doing that, I then went on to apply to university. And I started off part-time whilst working at British Rail. And I thought, why am I doing this part-time? This is what I want to do. This is what I'm destined to do. So I then enrolled full-time in London at London Guildhall University to study law full-time. And in September 1996, I packed up my worldly goods in my car and I headed to Mile End to take up my life as a full-time student and to begin my 3-year course. I had secured, I did get a grant a maintenance grant from the local authority. I did go at a time where I did not have to pay tuition fees. So I recognise that I was privileged in that respect, compared to today, where you have to pay tuition fees, where students are being asked to study in the current climate as the pandemic as it is now, and that they have to support themselves if they don't come from a family that's able to do that for them. So I recognised that I had a lift up, and subsequently was able to go on to borrow a large loan from a bank to complete the legal practice course. And I remember people saying to me when I had come out of law school, people saying to me, your loan, your debt is more than my mortgage, and maybe not the same today, but I would suspect that actually that's still quite true for many people, that the debt they amass from going to university, going to law school to qualify as a solicitor or a lawyer is bigger than some people's mortgages. But I had a dream and a burning desire, burning passion to become a solicitor. And I was just determined to succeed. Nothing was going to get in my way.